Hi friends, Namaste. I am Ananta Sharma. Well, dear friends, we are moving step by step and we are coming close to the end of the era of Srimati Indira Gandhi. So now we'll study the tragic death of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. That is second son, that is Sanjay Gandhi. So the second son of Mrs. Indira Gandhi, that is Sanjay Gandhi, died on 23rd June 1980 in a plane crash. Oh, this was during Simha Karkataka period. Simha Karkataka period. Immediately we can understand Simha Karkataka. Antardasas and Karkataka is in the 12th house of Simha. This is during Simha Karkataka period. That is, during the Antardasha of Karkataka, which operated from 19th November 79 to 19th November 1984. That is 12 years, because the Lord of Simha, that is Sun, is in Simha itself. So Simha Dasha is for 12 years. So the Antardasha, each Antardasha is for 1 year. So in the Mahadasha of Simha, which operated from 19th November 1972 to 19th November 1984, that is 12 years. The Antardasha is from November 1979 to November 19th November 1980, 79 to 80 Antardasha. So, the Dasha Karakas for Simha are already displayed on the screen. We know the children are signified by the fifth house. And so let us, the children are signified by fifth house and death is signified by the eighth house. So let us consider the fifth Antardasha sign. Antardasha sign is Karkataka. The fifth from Antardasha sign, that is Vrishchika. They lost Moon and Mars. They are in one group, say group A. The Uttapada A5, that is Varsabha. The fifth from A5, Kanya. They lost Venus and Mercury. The fifth Dashakaraka Ketu. And it is about fifth bhava. Now, the eighth bhava for death. We know the eighth house signifies death. So, the Murchupada A8 is called Mrutyupada. Mrutyupada A8, that is Arud of the eighth house. That is eighth house is Dhanush. The eighth from A8 Karkataka, they lost Jupiter and the moon, and the eighth Dashakaraka Jupiter in one group, say B. Then see how the Padas and Karakas of group A are connected to those in group B. The Antardasha sign Karkataka is the 12th sign from Mahadasha sign Simha. Again, this 12th from Mahadasha sign is Karkataka is occupied by Rahu. Rahu is occupation in the 12th house of Mahadasha sign or Arudalagna is bad. Karkataka has A9 in it. Rahu is K9. But they are in the 12th from Mahadasha sign. Just bad. We know Rahu in the 5th, 9th, and the 12th signs from Arudha Lagna is a severe Yoga Bhanga. If that Saturn is connected to Moon or Venus, it is still worse Yoga Bhanga. This combination also may be applied to Mahadasha sign also. The Karkataka is aspected by its own Lord Moon from Kumbha. The Avayoga is still strengthened. The rule is if Arudha Lagna has a Rahu in the Arudha Lagna, is the Rahu in the 12th house from Arudha Lagna. If Rahu is in the 12th house from Arudha Lagna, and it is it is aspected by Moon or Venus, it is a Yoga Bhanga or Avayoga. Karkataka is further aspected by A5 and Jupiter from Vrishabha. A5 is good. That is the A5 is the Aruda of the fifth house, which signifies the sun. And Lord of A5, Lord of A8, that is A8 is Dhanus. Lord of A8 Dhanus is A10 and A8. Now I don't mention A10. It is not important here. It's only A8 important because A10 is not connected to Sanjay Gandhi or power. So repeatedly, if I say A10, A8, A10, A8, that may be boring. So A8 comes, and he is the eighth Dashakaraka. The Lord of Antardasha sign Moon is in Kumbha, and it is aspecting Karkataka. Moon is the Lord of 8th from A8. So Moon is aspected by Mercury and Venus from Tola. Tola is A6. Mercury is K3 and K12. So Mercury is the Lord of Kanya, which is the 5th from A5. Here, 5th Bhava, 5th Karaka, Lord are all important because it is related to the son of the native. And the A8, Lord of A8, 8 Karaka, they are also important because they signify death. So Mercury, the Lord of Kanya, which is the 5th from A5, Ketu, now, and he is 3rd and 12th Lord. Then A6 Tola, with its Lord Venus. Venus is the Lord of A6. So A6, A8, A3, A12. These are the malefic. K3 and K12 Mercury, K6 Saturn, K8 Jupiter, Lord of A6 Venus. All these are aspecting the single point. So all malefic influences concentrated at the same point. A5 is occupied by K8, that is Jupiter, and the Lord of A8, that is Jupiter. A5 is aspected by Rahu from 8th from A8, which is the Antardasha sign Karkataka. So aspected, so A5 is aspected by Karkataka means Karkataka is aspected by A8. So the Antardasha sign is aspected by K8 and A5. So the Lord of Antardasha sign Moon is aspected by Mercury, the Lord of 5th from A5 and K3. So every house is connected to 5th house. Every house is connected to K3, K6, K8, like this. One benefic and another malefic. Moon is aspected by Venus, the Lord of A5 and A6. Now, the 5th from Karkataka is Antardasha sign. Karkataka is Vrishchika. The Lord of Vrishchika is Mars. Vrishchika is aspected by again Rahu. Some from Karkataka. Karkataka is 8 from A8. Then Vrishchika is the 12th house from Dhanus. Dhanus is A8 and A10. Here we are interested in A8. So 8th from Dhanus. Sorry, 12th from Dhanus. 12th from A8. Astamapada. 12th house from Astamapada. So we know Vrishchika is the 12th house from Dhanus. We know if Rahu is in the 8th house from any pada and aspects the 12th house from that pada, it is a Duryoga. Here, Rahu is in A8, signifying longevity. So, Vrishchika is also aspected by Saturn and Ketu. Saturn K6, Ketu is K5. And the Lord of Vrishchika, that is Mars, the Lord of Vrishchika, the Lord of Vrishabha, that is A5, is Venus. The Lord of 5th from the Antardasha sign is Mars. So Mars combines with the Sun, the Lord of Mahadasha sign Simha. In Simha, that is Mars combines with Sun in Simha. This is a strong combination and placement. But there are the Mars and Sun together. Mars and Sun together are very strong, but they are together afflicted. They are together ruined by the aspect of Saturn on one hand and Venus, Mercury on the other hand. Mercury K3, K12, Saturn K6. So this is, that is, Mars is connected to K2, K5, Mercury, Lord of A5, fifth from A5, and K3 and K12. Then Venus, the Lord of A5 and Lord of A6 also. But Mars is afflicted by Saturn K6, Mercury K3 and K12. So Mars and Sun have Rahu in the 12th house. I already told you number of times. So you can check the um, required connections whether they are present or not. So this explains the and justify the death of the Sanjay Gandhi. Now we will proceed to the last item of the program, that is death of Mrs. Indira Gandhi. That was in October 30th, 1980, 1984. So Mrs. Gandhi was assassinated on the 30th of October 1984. This was during Simha Mahadasha, the Simha Mena period. Simha Mena period. That is during the Antardasha of Mena in the Mahadasha of Simha. So we know death is signified by eighth house. So let us consider the Antardasha sign and the eighth from Antardasha sign. They lost in one group, and this one is A8 Murchupada. A8, 8 from A8, they lost and Karaka in another group. There are only two padas. The individual, the Mahadasha sign, Antardasha sign. A8. A8 signifies. So the Antardasha sign, that is Mena, is the eighth sign from Mahadasha sign Simha. Eighth house signifies death. This is not good. This may indicate death also. Why I say may indicate? Sometimes good events also may take place subject to the influence of other benefic planets. So Mena is this generally is the rule. It is the eighth house. So it may indicate defeat or death. So this A8 Mrichupada is Dhanus. The 8 from A8 is Karkataka. A8 in Dhanus. So the Lord of A8 is Jupiter. He is the 8th Dashakaraka. So K8. The Lord of 8 from A8 Karkataka, and Moon is the Lord of 8 from A8. That is Karkataka. Moon is in Kumbha. So he is aspected Karkataka. So the Antardasha sign Mena is aspected by A8 Dhanus, Mena, and also the sixth from A6. The Lord of Antardasha sign Jupiter, Lord of Antardasha sign Jupiter is in Vrishaba. Jupiter is aspected by the eighth from A8 Karkataka. Jupiter is K8. Jupiter is aspected by Saturn. Jupiter is aspected by Saturn and then Mercury and Venus and also by Rahu. So Jupiter is aspected by Saturn from Makara. Saturn is malefic, Dashakarka K6. Jupiter is also aspected by Mercury, K3 and K12. Venus, Lord of A5 and A6. And the eighth from Mena, again, Vrishaba has a special importance. Antardasha sign, and the eighth from Antardasha sign. Antardasha sign is Antardasha sign is Simha. Eighth, sorry, Antardasha sign is Mena. That is eighth from Mahadasha sign. Again, eighth from Antardasha sign is Tola. The eighth from Antardasha sign is Tola. So, Jupiter is aspected by Saturn from Makara. Saturn is natural malefic. Jupiter is also aspected by Mercury and Venus from Thola. Yes, Mercury and Venus are in Thola. Where are they? They are in the eighth from the Antardasha sign, which is A6, and also the eighth from Mena, which is the Antardasha sign. Mercury is K3 and K12, so a malefic Dasha Karaka. Venus is the lord of Thola, which is K6. That is the lord of Antardasha sign, Jupiter. Lord of Antardasha sign is Mena. Lord of Antardasha sign Jupiter, and the lord of eighth from Antardasha sign Venus. They are aspecting each other. Jupiter is K8 aspected by K6 Saturn, and also by K3 and K12. K3, K12, K6, K8, all malefic karakas are together. The eighth from Antardasha sign Mena is Tola. Tola is A6, and it is occupied by Mercury and Venus. You know, Mercury is again K3 and K12, and Venus is Lord of A6. And for Venus is K4, a mild benefic. Tola is aspected by uh, Tola is aspected by Tola is aspected by K5, and Lord of sorry, Tola is aspected by Jupiter, K8, and the Lord of A8 also. Jupiter is Lord of A8 means Venus, Lord of A8. A8 is Dasha Karaka. So that is uh, so surely a malefic aspect. So Jupiter by Moon, the Lord of Karkataka, the eighth from A8. Kolai is also aspected by Sun and Mars from the Mahadasha and Simha. Both are natural malefics, but they are good Dasha Karakas. So you are you can verify all the relevant connections are fulfilled or not. So the Lord of Antardasha sign, Lord of Antardasha sign, and the eighth from Antardasha sign itself are connected to A8, Lord of A8, and eighth Dasha Karaka. So is expected by um, Karkataka, the eighth from A8, um, K8, Saturn, K6, K3, and K12, and A6. So the eighth from Antardasha sign is Tola, A6. It is again connected to K3 and K12 of Mercury, A6 Tola itself. So all the malefic connections explain the sad demise of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Now, before the concluding remarks, so for the Indira Gandhi chart, I have discussed some 8 to 10 events in her life. And the concluding remark is here, Sun on Mars, very strong lords, Simha Lord and Mesha Lord. Simha and Mesha are aspecting each other. They are mutually in Kwana position. They are together in Simha. They are aspecting Mesha. What is the deficiency there? They are so strong. For all events, all evil events took place during the Sun's Mahadasha, that is Simha Mahadasha. And all the evil planets and evil karkas, almost all of them are connected to, are aspected by Sun and Mars. Could they not stop? they could not stop even a single unpleasant event. Why? For me, the only reason is the 12th house Karkataka and Rahu in Karkataka. So his points are aspected by moon. So Rahu in Karkataka, that's 12th sign from Mahadasha side. And he is 8th from Dhanush, A8 and A10. This Rahu is very crucial in all the failures of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Thank you very much.